Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Yeah, my name's Arnes.
Yeah, there's a baby over there, too. And anyways, today in this unimportant review, we have the Star Wars The Black Series Gaming... Actually, it's kind of hard to read. Gaming Greats. Star Wars Republic Commando of RC-1262 Scorch. Who's from probably my favorite Star Wars video game of all time.
Finally got him.
Yep, the last one that came in, I actually already got him out of his prison. That's mainly just to make this unimportant review. I was right. Review faster is because these are unedited, so I don't want there to be lots of gaps. So that's why we do this. This also goes up on our Patreon in advance, so you guys like to help support the channel and also get to these videos a little sooner than most everybody else. Make sure to go check that out. But anyways, he was the last one that I needed to finish the set, and before I do his wash and detail him a bit, to make him look a little bit more grimy, I figure we'll go over him the way he is and like kind of show you what it's gonna eventually look like. So anyways, for the original packaging, it's got that plasticless package. So it's just cardboard on the front, can't see the figure on the inside. Got the image of him on the side in that stoic black and gray. This side shows you what he comes with. The backpack does come detached, so you will have to put that on him. Oddly enough, this thing doesn't. Like that's a permanent one. I also like too that it doesn't really explain quite who he is. Like it tells you like Scorch served under Galactic Republic's clone army as a part of. I forgot to turn off my phone. It's part of Delta Squad, and created to infiltrate, dominate, and ultimately annihilate the enemy. I cannot talk today, or just read. I think it's from my American public school system.
Ooh, baby. Ooh.
Having issues. Anyways.
Smell it, Steve.
Oh, she fart?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time with that one. Because the other day, yesterday, I was changing her diaper, and she decided just to let one rip as soon as I put the diaper down. I was like, oh, sweet, it's not a poopy diaper. It was horrible.
No, it's not warm. It just stinks, so she didn't poop.
Yeah. Usually I don't get those till towards the afternoon. She's been pooping more. Mornings I'm usually pretty safe. Anyways, less on baby pooping, more on toy. So we got the...
Oh, the toy looks kind of like baby poop with those colors.
It's not. It's a dark gray. The yellow's probably the closest thing. Yeah, you got the blue for the... Why would there be blue in the poop?
She ate a toy.
That could be it.
Yeah, you eat all daddy's toys when you get older, huh?
Nah, I'm sure she's gonna... She already has one of the plushie Godzillas with the harder heads, and she shoves it in her mouth. She loves it. But for his helmet, it's got that metallic blue for the visor, dark gray for the back here. You got the off-white for the front. It's got a little bit of weathering look to it, but you can see how the weathering is. It still has that clean line from when they did the gray, and then they just kind of add a little bit of white over top of it, but you can still see the transition where it's hard stops. There's not really that transition. Then there's the white stripe on the back. Shoulder pads have that. It's almost like a gray on the shoulders, with a little bit of grime, dark grays. Moving his arms. Chest, same thing here. It looks a little nicer on here. But you get a little bit of dirt scuffs here and there. The one thing that always annoyed me, though, is on the armor, it actually has molded detailing for damage. The damage is scuffs, but you don't see, but they don't really show it off. So you have such a nice sculpt.
Yeah, I was wondering what that brown is on his stomach.
On this guy. Yeah, it's supposed to be the grime, but then you can see he's got all these scratches and stuff everywhere. But they're not highlighted, so it just kind of get lost in everything, especially sitting on your shelf. Which is the one thing I will replicate when I go to do this guy's detailing. He has yellow on the arms. He's also got it on the legs predominantly. You can see it right here is a really good one, where it's got that scuffs on the armor, but it just blends in with everything. Feet look solid. He's got the little... Pretty much just looks like two giant cannon tubes on his legs.
I was going to say, what is that?
I forget, because he was the demolition guy, right?
probably some kind of explosives or something.
Yeah, and his backpack is a little bit larger than what we got with the other ones, where it has the tubes on here, a little bit of yellow, and got the little data pad there. This can be removed because it wasn't even attached on the original figure, so you got to pop that guy on. And then for the gun, it's got a giant tube on the front side. It doesn't hold it quite well. It's a little different than the other blasters that you got with the other ones, because it has, in the game, they would swap the attachments on the front. So you'd have like the sniper, and then you'd have like the launcher, which is what this is.
This more looks like a heavy-duty gun.
Yeah, even though it's like very compact. And then, real quick, just to grab... Stay. Thankfully, in the case right next to me, I have the ones that I've already detailed.
Mother. Oh no, he fell, Steve.
What will we ever do? So here's a couple of the ones that I've done. We've done videos of that I've gone through, do washes and a little bit of grime to make them look a little bit more video game accurate than what you've seen on the original. And you can see the difference in the gun. So Boss here has the original blaster, and then Sev has the one with the sniper rifle attachment on the front of it.
And his is just bulky.
Yeah, and then you get his, which is just freaking-ganic. But you can see what I mean about the detailing on the armor, because you can definitely see with the wash now, a lot of this shows up really nicely. And even like the speckles that they added into the armory. But on this guy, it's way too freaking clean for my liking. Even the shoulder pads, like look how drastic of a difference there is just after doing a little bit of a black wash on them. Because for the most part, like body-wise, they're all the same. They just have different coloring. Like outside of the strap, the legs are the exact same. But like I mentioned, the primary difference is just his backpack's different than everybody else's, except for God, I can't think of the other one's name currently off the top of my head. Fixer.
Green one?
Fixer has a different backpack as well.
Whatever.
Yeah. But not too shabby. So he's going to end up kind of looking very similar to these guys. The only primary thing, I might just glue that backpack on so it doesn't fall off on the shelf. The primary difference for the paint job I do here is there's a little bit of I have some Tamiya weathering effects kits, and I use that for some of these softer edges just to kind of make them look a little bit harder than they originally do. Anyways, for his articulation, once I get his backpack back on, head can look up about that far, down about that far, rotates all the way around, arm up about that far, down about that far, can go forward and back, but the shoulder pad does get in the way, rotation at the elbow, rotation or bend at the elbow. So it technically rotates up here too. Hand can rotate all the way around. It's on a hinge, so you go forward and back. Say nothing at the forearm, anyways. Chest spins all the way around. Got a really nice abdominal crunch. Legs can't really go out that far because the armor goes in about that far. Like you can work it if you really want to, but it kind of gets in the weird concoction potions positions. Legs can turn that way. Single joint at the knee. Can rotate at the knee. The feet can go forward and back and like pivot side to side. Not really a rotation there. So overall, I think he's cool. Again, I kind of wish they had a little bit better paint jobs than what they do.
Common problem with them.
Yeah, I think with him, he's probably the least egregious one, because he does have like more visible scuffs on the armory, and just the color variety makes him stand out a little bit better than some of these guys. Because most of the rest of them, like he was fine. Boss looked really plain though, until you did the weathering. And the thing that sucks is these guys are marked up than what your normal Black Series figures is. So if you go to GameStop, pick these up, you're looking to spend like about $30 after tax.
For one?
For one of these.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
It
I don't want to swear in front of the kid, but
it
Jesus.
sucks. At least you won't remember it, thankfully. So for me to recommend them, you have to be really into the characters. Like you have to really like Republic Commando to want to pick these guys up. Outside of that, if you're not really that invested into the video game, these guys are probably a fairly easy pass, especially when you're looking to spend about 120 to get yourself the set. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys like you about the day, which donate. We greatly appreciate it. Also, like I mentioned, these guys were available at GameStop. They are GameStop exclusives. But if you guys like to get yourself some more affordable Black Series figures, check the link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and get yourself some stuff for your collection. Casey's getting rambunctious over there. We gotta stop this. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.